I'm going to show how to make name tags. So we have an Excel list, and notice I put a student who has a longer name from group 17 first, because it's the first student who, once you have the name tags established in Microsoft Word, which is what you print out of, it's that first student that you size things up, make bold, choose the font size. And so if you use a longer name, you can see how it's going to fit. So I have my Excel spreadsheet. I did a little cheat by putting a longer name student in the first section. And yes, you do want the columns labeled. All right, so we have that saved. Let me save it one more time just for fun. All right, so now we're going to Word. Mailings. Start mail merge. We're making labels. And then choose adhesive name badges. And I think there's only one number. You see the dimensions, so that's the dimensions that we'll try to get. That's 2 1/3 inches by 3 3/8, I believe. All right. So we've told them we're going to make name tags. Now we select the recipients using an existing list, Excel list. And so you go find that list. You trust it. If you had multiple sheets on that spreadsheet, you'd have to specify which sheet you're going to use. Like maybe you have freshmen on one sheet and then link leaders on the same file but a different sheet, then you'd have to specify that kind of thing. But I just made 2 separate Excel files. So this is the freshman. All right, so at this point, oops, we want to see this stuff. Now we want to insert fields. So I want the first name on top, hit a space bar, go down, I'm going to put the last name underneath that, and then I'm going to have their group number next. All right, I'm going to resize things up a little bit. I've been playing around with this a little bit. I think I want 34, and I want this bold, and I want things centered. All right. Now go back to that mailings. So maybe I need to resize things in a second. We'll see. But now we are going to update labels. So that's now going to apply to all. And then here's the big thing. Right here it says preview results. So there we are. This is what they're going to look like. And again, you can see for most students it's fine, but if we have a student with a longer name, that's not going to work. So maybe it's okay if the group number gets cut off a little bit, but probably not. So I'm going to go back to the Home tab, resize things a little bit. So 28 definitely works. Does 30 work? Yes. Can I get a 32? It works. Now this is, I'm being pretty aggressive with things fitting on. As long as you get the right size labels, it should work. Of course, there could be a flaw here. Now, one thing I didn't do yet is update labels. So you're going to see this shift happen. These other labels haven't been changed. And I don't know what happened. Maybe I want to print it right now and all other students are a little bit bigger font and the student's not, but I'm sure that's not the only student that has a longer name. So I better update labels. See, they just changed a little bit size-wise. Then I think we're good. We're going to finish and merge and print this. Now, these labels are expensive and stuff, so I personally like to just save it as a PDF first just to make sure you've got all the students on there. So let's see here. freshman link. Save. But from that page, I could have just finished and merged and actually printed it. So this is what theoretically we would be printing. Notice now we can actually see that it's sure enough, it's got all of these groups on here. Pretty cool. There we are. So now if we're at school, I'd put in the labels. Maybe I'd just try to, and actually, I wonder if I can just print this PDF then. That's interesting, because I'd like to only print one page first just to make sure things are running through the printer right. I don't know, but that's the gist of it. That's how you do the software part of it, or speaking between the list and actual Word document. All right, wasn't that fun?